On May 14th and 15th, 1948, the modern state of Israel declared independence. As British control of Palestine came to an end while Palestinians experienced the beginning of what became known as the Nakba, meaning catastrophe in Arabic. For many Jews around the world, especially in the aftermath of the Holocaust, the creation of Israel represented survival, self-determination, and the realization of a long-standing aspiration for a Jewish homeland after centuries of persecution and statelessness. For many Palestinians, however, the war that followed led to the displacement or flight of hundreds of thousands of people from their homes, creating a refugee crisis and national trauma that continue to shape Palestinian identity and the broader Israeli-Palestinian conflict today. As a result, May 14th to 15th, 1948 are remembered in profoundly different ways. For many, Israelis as independence and national survival, and for many Palestinians as displacement and loss of their home. These events occurred at the intersection of collapsing empires, rising nationalism, the aftermath of World War II, the trauma of the Holocaust, and competing claims to the same land by two peoples who each saw themselves as deeply tied to it historically, culturally, and emotionally. By the mid-20th century, European colonial powers such as Britain and France were weakened after World War II, anti-colonial movements were rising globally, and nationalist movements across the Middle East were demanding independence and self-rule. At the same time, Jewish communities across Europe had just experienced the Holocaust, where Nazi Germany murdered approximately 6 million Jews. The scale of the genocide profoundly shocked the world and intensified support among many nations for the creation of a Jewish homeland where Jews could govern and defend themselves after centuries of persecution and statelessness. At the same time, Palestinian Arabs experienced these developments very differently. Palestinian society had already become increasingly alarmed during the British Mandate period as Jewish immigration increased through the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Many Palestinian Arabs feared they were gradually losing political control over their homeland due to outside powers making decisions about the region without their consent. By the 1940s, Palestinians viewed the proposed creation of a Jewish state not as a humanitarian necessity, but as a political project that threatened their majority status, land ownership, and future independence. When the United Nations proposed partitioning Palestine in 1947 into separate Jewish and Arab states, the proposal was received in dramatically different ways. Jewish leaders largely accepted the plan despite dissatisfaction over the borders, because it offered international recognition of a Jewish state. Arab leaders and most Palestinian Arabs rejected it, arguing that it unfairly divided the land and awarded a large portion of territory to a Jewish state, even though Arabs still represented a significant portion of the population. Many Palestinians also believed they were being forced to bear the consequences of European anti-Semitism and the Holocaust. Despite not being responsible for those crimes, violence between Jewish and Arab communities escalated rapidly after the UN vote. In November 1947, what began as civil conflict inside mandatory Palestine evolved into full regional war after Israel declared independence on May 14, 1948.